Jared is with us in Los Angeles. Hi, Jared. How are you?
I'm good, Mr. Ramsey. How you doing?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Hey, I was calling because, sadly, my wife and I found you guys a little too late. But in December of 2020, we got into a fleece, and we want to get out of that. And currently, we are on baby step number 2. But the problem is, we put all of our savings and got down to the $1,000 of emergency fund towards our debt to pay off the credit card and one debt. So now we have a lease that now I see that we should get out of immediately, yet we don't know the next steps we should take.
Okay. Well, we've got to gather up some numbers to ascertain the damage.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. The first number is you call the fleece company and you ask them what the early buyout is, which is effectively your payoff for today. Have you already done that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is $38,740.
Okay. And so this is a long-term fleece, isn't it? How was it, a 5-year?
It's only a 3-year.
A 3-year. Okay. $38,000. Have you looked up the value of the car yet?
Yes. It's because it's a 2021. KBB actually doesn't even can't even give you the value. So I looked at a 2020. It's a Honda Odyssey. The 2020, if I trade it in, it's $34,000. If I go private party, the range is 36 to 38.
Okay.
But that.
So hypothetically, if you could sell to an individual, then you could probably get out of it whole, right? Because if you can sell it for 38 and you can give the fleece company 38 and they give the title to you, then you've got your deal and you're out, right?
Yes.
And that's the goal here. That may be tough for 2 reasons. One is it's freaking brand new, and 2 is if somebody's going to buy a brand new car, they're going to buy a brand new car. Right. And 2 is it's a very expensive car because it's $40,000, and not a lot of people walking around with $40,000 in their pocket buying off of Craigslist. When you get much up above 20 something, you start to get a little bit less transactions, private sale. Yeah. A lot of transactions then are dealer of some kind involved. Okay, so it sounds like you probably get a dealer to pick it up for like 34, 36 maybe, right?
Yes.
Which leave you a couple grand in the hole. What's your household income?
$138,000.
Well, that's good news. Yeah. Okay. Well, the only thing I would know to do is to stop the debt snowball temporarily and pile up the cash to get this transaction done. And then you've got to figure out a way to get the car sold to someone for somewhere in that 36 range, hopefully. And you put, you're going to need another car, obviously. And so if we budget $7,000 or whatever for a car, and we need 3 for this, you need 10 grand to do this. It's going to take you a couple months to gather that up, right?
Yes, I have. The problem is we got a van, which already was humbling, but we have 3 kids in car.
You bought a Bentley van, though. I mean, you bought the Bentley of vans, the Honda Odyssey.
Yeah, I know.
It's a fabulous car. I mean, Rachel Cruz will sell you one. She likes hers. She can be a Honda salesman. I'm telling you. Is that what she got? It was a Honda Odyssey, wasn't it?
In the video, yeah, that was Odyssey. Yeah.
Sharon, Rachel's is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, she thinks it's the best car since sliced bread. But yeah,
I actually love it now. It just took me a while to realize.
Yeah, I mean it's that whole thing. You move into the van stage of life. Yeah, that's a tough move. Oh, Lord. It's a midlife crisis looking for a place to happen. But yeah. So anyway, aside from that, yeah, you've got to figure out a way to replace this thing. Now, how much debt do you have other than this?
So outside of the lease, we have $95,000.
What is that? Student loans?
No, it's we got solar panels on our house, as well as a HELOC.
Okay. And the HELOC's less than half your annual income, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So we're looking at $130,000, and you make $130,000, and so if you could be debt free in 2 years and keep the car, that might be a possibility too. Just keep paying the fleece until you're debt free, and then once you're debt free, pay the fleece off early, buy it on out for yourself, and keep it if your wife loves the car and you are thinking the van is cool now.
Yeah.
I mean, you
So
could treat it like a car debt. I wouldn't have signed
Yeah.
you up for this thing, okay? For a lot of reasons, but you're there now, and getting out of it's going to cost you $10,000 out of pocket in a replacement car minimum, a little $7,000 van of some kind, and you've got this really high income. So, what kind of trajectory is your income on? Is it going to shoot up from here?
Yes, it's still. I'm supposed to get a raise this year. We were thinking of getting out of the lease because now I feel stupid, and getting a cheaper car because in the long term we don't think we want to buy this car. We rather get something that we can hold for a long time. Something cheaper. But
Okay.
we wanted to see your opinion.
I'm
on
fine. I'm
just
fine
paying
getting
out
out
of
of
this.
it. I'm trying to figure out a way. Is there a scenario in which you keep the thing? Is what I was trying to figure out. But now that you're there, but if you want out of it, that's how you get out of it. You got to pay the difference in what somebody will give you and 38,
Yes.
and then you've got to also have on top of that money to get something to drive.
Yeah.
So what are you
Yes.
driving?
I have a paid off Toyota Camry.
How many kids do you have?
We have 3 kids, 5, 3, 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're into another used van of some kind, right, or
I was
an
about to say.
SUV of some
Yeah.
kind, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, you can do this, but you're going to have to buy a nice enough van that it's as nice as your car, that it becomes
Yeah.
it becomes her car, because the federal law is Mama gets a good car.
I was just about to say that.
That's what I want. I want her to get the good car.
Yeah, so that it's a $10,000 move here.
Okay.
So
Probably-
how quick can you
So-
scratch together $10K if you stop everything?
If I stop everything, that's what we're trying to figure out. I figure we learned that I eat too much, so I got to stop that.
Well, that's really not a financial thing.
no, I eat too much out. I should say eat too
I'm
many
kidding
restaurants.
you. I'm
I should
messing
say
with
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Chocolate donuts. But what's that got to do with money? Okay. Now you're getting
So
personal.
I think 10,000 we can get done in 6 months to 8 months.
No, I think you can do it in 3.
Yeah, I was about to say, man.
You make 130.
Right.
How much is
Okay.
this fleece payment?
The fleece payment is $585.
That's not as bad as I thought. I was going to guess 7. Okay, good. All right. Good. Okay. Yeah. I mean, tighten that budget up because the quicker you get this thing done, the faster you can get started on your debt snowball without the 500 coming out. The faster you're going to be out of debt. And so, I if you're ever going to turn up the heat to white hot intensity, blue flame level, baby, it would be to get rid of the van.
Yeah.
Because by the way, the faster you get rid of it, the more it's going to bring. I mean, if
Yeah.
you wait 6 months, this car's not going to bring anywhere near what it'll bring today.
Right.
Yeah.
So we need to get out of this thing pronto.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you have the ability to borrow the 10,000, I probably would do it and just get it done. Because you're going
Yeah.
from 38,000 down to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would go ahead and do that. If you can find a deal where you do a trade-in and walk out with a usable $7,000 van and you eat the 3, and so you have a $10,000 loan and that car dealer sets you up with a little car loan, I'd do that deal. Because that's moving down in debt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to go down, obviously, in a lot of car.
A bunch. But you're going you're cutting your debt by 75% on this. From 40 to 10.
10,
I think I did that math right.
Yeah.
Close enough.
30 grand. Yeah, you're right there.